I struggle sometimes with finding freeze-dried desserts and treats that I actually enjoy. I mean, the freeze-dried ice cream and pies and things like that are fun, but I honestly don't think they taste very good. So I'm at Costco today to pick up something that I think is actually gonna be so tasty. I have an idea for a freeze-dried dessert that is going to be decadent and delicious if it turns out. And it's gonna be so easy because I only need 3 ingredients and it's gonna be the easiest thing ever to make. I just hope Costco has what I need. They still have freeze dryers. The first and main ingredient we need are frozen strawberries. You can do fresh strawberries for sure, but this is just gonna be such a time-saving hack to just get the pre-frozen strawberries that you can dump right onto your freeze dryer tray. The next item I need is coconut oil, but I already have this huge tub at home, so I'm not gonna buy it, but that's the second ingredient. And lastly, this is gonna give it away, I think, of what I'm making. We need chocolate chips, which I'm kind of having to dig out. You could use any chocolate that you want, but we're just gonna go for the chocolate chips they sell here. They're semi-sweet, $14.89 for the giant bag. Did you figure out what I'm making? Yes, we are gonna do some freeze-dried chocolate covered strawberries, which I'm hoping will be delicious. I'm gonna go check out and I will meet you right at my freeze dryer for this no prep, easy freeze dryer run that we're gonna do. Walked by a sample of sea salt caramel chocolate thing. This is heavenly. If you saw my last video, you know I got the new Wi-Fi dongle for my freeze dryer. Today is our first real run using the Wi-Fi capability, which is awesome. What I didn't love was having this just like hanging here. So I asked for your suggestions on what to do about it, and you guys are all so smart. Some of you just use like a command strip or double-sided tape to stick it to the wall. I could technically stick it up here on the top and it's out of the way. Some even had a USB adapter that like turns to the side so your thing could go sideways and then put it up and it would be really nice and clean. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I'll get it done sometime during this freeze dryer run and I can show you what I do. I'm gonna get my freeze dryer set up all from my phone. I'm gonna go into custom for my process. My initial freeze, I'm gonna leave at -10. This all prompts you on the phone. Added time, I'm doing 0. Dry temp is at 120 degrees. That's what I want for my freeze-dried strawberries. So I'm gonna hit save. Oh, I don't care about saving. I'm just gonna hit start. So you can save it and it'll save those settings. I can give it a name, like I could just put fruit. And then anytime I wanna do fruit in my freeze dryer, I can push that button and it's gonna magically appear and be all ready for me, which is cool. So now we just wait our 15-minute cool down period and then I can load up my trays and I can like be in another room and look at my phone and see, oh, I have 14 minutes left. This is so cool. So we're gonna wait. I waited until right before I'm gonna load these into the freeze dryer so that they don't start defrosting during that 15-minute cool down time. I've accidentally done that before and like your stuff will start to get a little melty and I just like to prevent that if I can. So here's the thing, I've never freeze-dried whole strawberries before. I have done strawberry slices and they are like my favorite freeze-dried fruit of all time, I think. I don't know, it's a close tie between strawberries and pineapple and apples. Okay, I love it all, but I've never done them whole. So I'm hoping it still works and that they still will get fully dried because since these are frozen, I obviously can't slice them up easily. You could buy sliced strawberries, which I have bought those at Walmart before, but I was not impressed with the quality of the strawberry that I purchased at Walmart. That's why I wanted to get the strawberries from Costco. That's my spiel on the frozen strawberries. So let's just see how these turn out. Okay, we're loaded up. Check it out. I'm gonna close my drain valve and then hit continue and it's freezing. Like as you type, you can hear it clicking, like changing screens and buttons on the machine. So you know it's working. I have only tried using this while at home on my home Wi-Fi system. I believe I had someone in my comments say that it worked when they checked on their freeze dryer when they were at work. I am working tomorrow, so I am going to check on my phone to see if it works from a far distance. I don't know if you have to be on your same Wi-Fi network to be able to control it or not. So tomorrow's gonna be the test. These are some thick berries. I don't know how long this is gonna take. I really hope it's not too bad. We will see. They are pre-frozen, which helps your freeze dryer run go faster. It's doing less work. I'll keep you all posted tomorrow. I'll let you know the update on the Wi-Fi. We'll see the update on the strawberries. And then the fun begins with the chocolate. I'm on a break on the job, but I wanted to check my freeze dryer. Okay, we are almost done. How cool is that? It worked from far away. This is amazing. I'm home and ready to get my strawberries out of the freeze dryer. You guys, we just had an earthquake. I mean, it's fairly common here, but it's just always funny when it happens. Okay, maybe not funny, but you kind of get used to the feeling of an earthquake. It wasn't like a big shaky one or anything, but you hear it. A lot of times you hear it first and it just sounds like a rumble. And then you hear the house kind of like crackle and make a weird noise. And it's like, earthquake. So maybe that volcano is gonna erupt sooner rather than later. We will see. The total runtime on these strawberries was 25 hours. That did include the entire 7-hour extra dry time, so it probably could have done sooner than that. I didn't come down and do a weigh test or anything. We're just going with it. They seem dry to me. These are looking so good. I think are gonna be the perfect size to dip in chocolate and have a yummy chocolate covered strawberry. That's gonna last, I feel like, much longer than a fresh strawberry would. I'm just gonna package these up in a jar and take them upstairs to my kitchen. I have this sun coming in at me through one of my upper windows here in my living room. I feel like overnight, the times have changed and we now have so much daylight into the night. I mean, daylight savings time made a difference because that gave us an hour extra more of light in the evenings, but it doesn't get dark until 8:30, 9 o'clock now. We're like so close to summer. The light makes it feel like summer a lot sooner than the actual temperature does, but I'm here for it. This like feels glorious. And it was funny because even when we came back from our trip to Arizona, we were trying to put our kids to bed like a day after. And they were like, why are we going to bed? It's still light out. And I'm like, how quickly you forget that all summer long, we're going to bed in the daylight. But they've been used to it just being dark so much. So it's just a change that they're having to quickly get used to. They don't want to go to bed at bedtime because the sun's not down. Sorry that my lighting is all wonky, but it is what it is. I'm gonna melt my chocolate using the double boiler method. You can melt chocolate chips in the microwave. I just never have good success with that. I feel like I always end up burning my chocolate when I do that. So I'm gonna try this way and see if we have better results. You wanna fill up the pan, but not have the water touching the bowl. And I'm just gonna turn it on to simmer. Once it gets hot and simmering, I'm gonna add my chocolate chips. So my water seems hot. I'm gonna start with just doing about a cup. I might do a cup and a half of chocolate chips. And I'm gonna add a tablespoon of coconut oil. The coconut oil is there to help the chocolate just be more smooth and silky. It's not required, but I hear the people who dip chocolate like to add some oil to it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm certainly not a pro at this. And then the idea is just to stir it around until it's melted. Without burning yourself is also a good idea. If this looks fun to you and you do not own a freeze dryer, check out the link in my video description below. That can take you to Harvest Right, where I bought my freeze dryer from. They are currently on sale. You can see what they have. Mine, for reference, is a size medium, and it's perfect to meet the needs of my family and what I like to do. And if you got any questions about freeze dryers, please let me know in the comments and I'm happy to chat with you there. So I think our chocolate is nice and melted. I am so not a pro at this, so if you are and want to give me any chocolate dipping tips, I would greatly appreciate it. But this is looking great. Here's my game plan. I'm going to stick a skewer in the end of my strawberry, dip it, oh, it's falling off. Let's see if this is gonna work. Dip it in the chocolate. Okay, make sure it's nice and coated all around. Gonna let the excess drip. I think it worked. Okay, and I'm gonna put it on my parchment. How did we do? I don't want it to pool too much in the back, so I might try, I don't know what to try. Maybe scrape a little off the edge of the side that I'm gonna lay down, but I don't know, we'll see. But I think it looks beautiful. This is going even better than I expected it to. It's definitely gonna take me a while. So I'm just gonna turn on a little YouTube video on my phone and relax while I dip these strawberries. It's actually very fun and relaxing. But the skewer method is working great. So I'm happy about that. So this took me about 20 minutes, not too bad. I learned a couple of things. A few of my large strawberries were still moist on the inside. They weren't fully dried, which I'm not doing this to preserve them. I'm doing this just for a fun dessert, so I'm not too worried about that. But I did realize that it would be better to have the smaller strawberries because then you can just pop the whole thing in your mouth and it's a bite-sized treat. The larger ones, having to bite into the dried strawberry might not be the most pleasant texture. I don't know, maybe it'll be fine, but I started to pick out just the small ones and finished off with the littler ones that are gonna be more bite-sized. I thought that would be better. And I did not have to add any more chocolate. A cup and a half of chocolate chips was perfect for this amount of strawberries. I need to just let these set up in a cool environment. I'm gonna put them on my back porch. It's like 30 degrees out there. It's looking to me like the chocolate has set up nicely on our strawberries. Let's go check them out. Here we have an up-close view of our strawberries. The chocolate set up beautifully, like silky, smooth beauty. I think that's because of the coconut oil. I mean, they just turned out so nice. I hope they taste as good. Are we ready for the most exciting taste test ever? Wow. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but this might be one of my favorite things I've ever made. You get the intense flavor of the freeze-dried strawberry, the crunch of the freeze-dried strawberry, with the delicious semi-sweet chocolate coating. So picture chocolate-covered strawberry, but more intense strawberry flavor with a fun, crunchy texture. This is so good. So I do want to try one of the bigger ones to just see if it's hard to eat or not. Okay, it's not a problem at all. I was able to bite right through it. You can eat the big ones just fine. I still think I prefer a small little bite versus getting, you know, a little bit messy with the bigger one, but they worked fine. They're not gonna go to waste. Since I'm gonna be sitting here for a while, eating chocolate covered strawberries, do you wanna know my favorite YouTube channels that I watch? I feel like you can learn a lot about someone based on what channels they like to watch on YouTube. So I'm gonna tell you my favorite ones, at least right now, that I'm into, and then if you wanna tell me your favorite channels, share them in the comments. Maybe you'll give me some new ideas of things to watch on YouTube. That's good, because I've been looking for some new ideas, but I keep just falling back to the ones that I love. And you'll have to tell me if you watch any of these same ones that I watch. So right now, my most watched channel, oh, do I have chocolate everywhere? Is Acre Homestead. She is a home cook. She gardens. She does like canning projects. She preserves food. She hosts dinner parties. Like, I just love everything that she does. She is killing the YouTube game, that's for sure. And she just seems so sweet and wonderful. I love that channel. Another favorite is my friend here in Alaska, This Alaska Life. She shares her life in Alaska and she just does such a good job. She has the cutest family. I love watching her channel. Another one that I watch is The Grocery Lady. She just takes you shopping to Costco, Sam's Club, and Aldi. And she is just so adorable and like has the funniest jokes in her videos. I love watching her shopping videos. They're addicting. Who else do I love? Okay, I watch a lot of Alaska people because when I found out I was moving to Alaska, I started Googling all these Alaska people. So I also really like to watch Violet Vlogs. She lives in Fairbanks, Alaska, and she's just a channel that I came across once, and she has the cutest family, and I just love watching what they do up in Fairbanks and like the traveling that they do. She's just really fun. So that's another channel that I love. And a new one that I've been getting into is Fly with Kay. She's a female pilot who owns her own airplane, and she just takes you along with her during a normal like flight that she does. And you know, it's just fascinating and it makes me want to be a pilot. But then I'm like, wait, no, I don't think I could. But watching her do it is very inspiring to me. And so she's awesome. She's a boss. Did we have any channels in common? That's not all that I watch, but that's what I can think of right now. I watch more YouTube than I do like TV these days. Let me know the channels you love and if there's any ones that you think I need to check out that I would like, kind of based on what I shared. How many strawberries have I eaten? This might be number 5. I'm gonna have a problem. But for real, you should make these. You could do this with sliced strawberries and just have smaller little bite-sized pieces. Oh, when I was in the lunchroom at school today, look what was on the counter. Someone had brought in freeze-dried chocolate-covered cherries. You could do this to any freeze-dried fruit. I think pineapple would be so good, dipped in chocolate. The cherries would be so good. Blueberries could be good. Apples? Okay, hear me out. Freeze-dried caramel apple. Sounds amazing. Definitely let me know if you're gonna make these. It's a huge win. So easy. Not as bad for you as many of the other desserts out there. Thank you so much for being here. Y'all are the best. If you want to have more fun ideas of things you can do with your freeze dryer, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you on the next video. Remember, when you freeze dry today, you secure your tomorrow. Bye, friends.